Hey guys, what is going on? It is DaBoki here once again, and it is time for a little DaBoki Talks. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about home a little bit, and the reason being is because tomorrow I get to go back home, and I'm really excited. I get to go back and visit my family, my friends. For you guys that don't know, just really quick, I moved out to the East Coast a few years ago, grew up and lived in Colorado for most of my life, so it was a big transition for me, and it really put me out of my comfort zone, I gotta say. And for me personally, I really like to be comfortable. Like, I like to kind of sit down my roots. I like routines, so it really shook up a lot of things in my life. So I do get excited when I get to go back home and kind of go back to the place where I found the most comfort in my life. And yeah, so I just thought I'd go ahead and take a little bit of time, your guys' time, if you don't mind, just discussing home, because I think it's a really beautiful place. It's a concept, and it's different for everyone, right? We all have a different place where we can call home. And so if you guys are looking for an exciting video of like vlogs or video gameage, I'm sorry, this is not the video, because literally I still need to pack, so I'm probably just gonna wrap up this video raw footage and just throw it onto YouTube, because I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks. So I thought I'd just give a little update here. So I'm kind of curious on, when someone asks you what is home, how do you define home? What are some things that you guys say? Definitely home is a place of comfort, right? Somewhere where you kind of feel the most comfortable. And there's that saying where home isn't really even a place, it's where the people are, where you can call family, where your loved ones are, and that's home. And I do agree with that partially. I think for me, home is a place of definitely comfort. And when someone asks me, David, hey, define home. What is home to you? The first thing that I can think of, really, and it's more of a feeling actually, is me trying to describe my feeling to someone about home, is when I was like 6 years old, right, laying in my bed above my sheets, and it's a Sunday afternoon, fall time, it's late in the afternoon, the sun is setting, and it's putting that really nice like yellowish orange glow in the room, and that like special sunlight like comes in that you can see the specks of dust in, and I hear my mom in the kitchen, she's prepping some sort of dinner, she's chopping a lot of pots and pans, and I smell a lot of garlic and onions in the air, because she always loves to use a lot of garlic and onions in the dishes. So like when I smell that now, I feel comfort, right? It's a really comfortable smell for me. She was really heavy-handed on those spices, so it was really nice. That's kind of the vision I get when I think of home. And when I was at that age, I never thought that would ever change. That just felt infinite to me, like it would be there forever, right? This is where I would be for the rest of my life in a sort of sense. Of course, as we grow older, things change, right? Like back when I was 6, I also wanted to be a dolphin trainer, and that did not happen, unfortunately. But still really cool. Don't get me wrong, but that's just my thought when back then was like, when I am in my 20s, I am going to be a dolphin trainer. Unfortunately, dreams are sometimes meant to be broken, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I digress. Anyways, so that's kind of my definition of home, right? Or what my feeling that I try to portray. And like that's the sense of comfort that I want when I find my home, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And that feeling, I feel like, can be kind of even transposed a little bit, or even kind of placed in different areas, right? It doesn't even have to be in that same exact scenario, but even I can get that feeling here now. And even I've been in this place in a really long time. It's just a feeling that I could kind of replicate, and that's kind of the feeling that I would kind of associate with home, is that sense of comfort. And it's been interesting, because I visited back in Colorado multiple times, and I remember the first year that I left, and I visited the first time, right? It was just that whole visit was that sense of that feeling, right? And I didn't want to leave. It was like, oh, my mom's here, my dad, and I got my dog, and I got home cooking for me constantly, and it was really hard to say goodbye at that time. And as I kept coming back and visiting over the years, and this past few times I was visiting, it almost felt a little bit more foreign to me. Like I was losing that feeling. I mean, to a sense, like it was a feeling that I kind of found possibly elsewhere, right? Like I got a little bit comfortable here, or I got comfortable on the road a little bit. And I kind of relate it to like I'm a hermit crab, you know, and I'm looking for my new shell, my new home. I'm just like trying out these new shells here and there. These past few years I moved around quite a bit, so I kind of felt these new shells on my back. And that's actually like a really cool thing, I think. Like when I visioned home, you know, I thought of somewhere like a stagnant place, right? A place where you can really just put your roots down deep and just not move, right? A place they can come back to over and over again. But that's not the case for everyone. I know people that their definition of home is on the road with their loved one, just traveling constantly. They want to be out there and experiencing new environments. Like that's their comfort, right? If they're stagnant and sitting still, that's uncomfortable to them, and that's not really what they define home. So it's a cool concept. I think home is a feel. You know, I think at the end of the day, home is a feeling that you need to have a feeling for it. It's not a physical location, right? It's not something that you can touch. It's not something that you can hold. It's an emotion. That's what I think, at least. And remember, this is all opinions. These are things that I was just kind of thinking of. You know, my friends, my girlfriend and I, we were all talking about home these past few days, and because it's been on my mind a little bit, and it's cool. You know, that being said, I think still when people ask like, where is home to you, right? I still associate Colorado, 6 years old, on my bed, Sunday afternoon, fall, sun shining beautifully into the room. That feeling. And that's why I still say Colorado is home. It's because of that feeling that I can still very vividly remember. So what's home to you guys? You know, I'm curious. I'm curious in the comments. I'm sorry this video has not been really that exciting. I just kind of wanted to get my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts out there for you guys. So I really thank you guys for staying tuned and listening. Just once in a while thing, you know. I wanted to go ahead and update it, and I guess tell you guys what's on my mind. I hope you don't mind. This has been DaBoki, and I'm gonna be homebound pretty soon. Pretty excited. And we'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.